can be there to spend more time with you. If I had one wish, shopping bags, popping tags, do it all for you, yeah. If I had one wish, I can make all of your dreams come true, yeah. If I had one wish, you would never sleep and not alone, I won't leave you lonely. Baby, you know that I'm busy. I be ripping and run the streets, I'm trying to get it. Gotta take care of my children. Baby mama, they just be tripping, they don't get it. And I know it ain't like I put you last, but it ain't the case. I be so busy grinding, trying to make a way. I hope you can understand, just be patient, babe. Oh girl, go ahead and set the date, let me know just the time and place that you wanna just rearrange for, so we can reunite. You got me so excited, give you everything you wish for. I had one wish.
Hey, how y'all doing? This your girl, Didi Leggett, aka The Core Queen, and we are back with another episode of The Core Queen Chat, episode 102 to be exact, and I have an amazing guest today. We're going to be talking about turning passion for food into a movement, a huge movement with my boy, Big Lo, the food reviewer. But before we get into that, I got a few shout outs that I got to give. First one goes out to my son, Kenneth Wilson III, for getting his first 4 football offers yesterday at the joint practice. He got an offer from Marshall University, Appalachian State University, Liberty University, and the University of Delaware. He is a sophomore wide receiver at Indian High School, and I am so proud of my baby boy. So y'all make sure y'all remember that name, Kenneth Wilson III. He will be in the NFL one day, very, very soon, and I can't wait to be in the stands cheering him on as long as he don't play for the Cowboys. Go Birds. Next, I got to shout out Woman to Woman Talk magazine for this amazing cover feature. This magazine feature highlights my nonprofit named after my grandmother, Evelyn Joyce Leggett, my Evelyn Joyce community outreach that gives back to all the communities I go into, but specifically my hometown of Bristol, Pennsylvania. It also highlights motherhood and my new Core Queen Fitness app that will be dropping in about 2 weeks. So I'm excited about that, so we can connect on that fitness level, because I got to get y'all big backs together. Okay. All right. And then the last shout out I have is for the Flower Awards for presenting me with the Wellness Leadership Award this past weekend in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thank you to my girl, Brittany Nicole, for this amazing award. It was an amazing event, and I just was so grateful to be amongst some amazing wellness leaders and coaches. So shout out to y'all. Now let me get into today's episode, okay? If you don't know who Big Lo, the food reviewer, is, you about to find out tonight, okay? Because he is in the building. Big Lo is one of the most popular up-and-coming new food reviewers out of Charlotte, North Carolina, taking the food industry by storm with his explosive yet creative and honest reviews about the food scene here. It's trash, y'all. Sorry. He gives you his perspective and experience on customer service and overall reviews of any and every restaurant he comes in contact with. Additionally, he is a married, because y'all be acting like people don't want to get married no more, and I'm sick of this shit. Okay, sorry. He is a married family man with 2 amazing children. Big Lo grew up on the west side of Charlotte in a single parent home raised by his mother, and he is the youngest. He might be spoiled, y'all. Child of 3. Big Lo started his food journey about 1.5 years ago, but he quickly made a big impact on the Charlotte food scene. He has had guest appearances on popular podcasts such as Hey Mama Podcast and the guest appearance on WCCB Charlotte CW News Station, showcasing his talents. Big Lo has also made many guest appearances to some of the top food festivals in North Carolina. He plans on becoming the biggest food reviewer and entrepreneur the world has ever seen, and showing people it's not about where you start in life, but how you finish. Y'all welcome Big Lo to the shizzle.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Most definitely honored to be on the scene and present to you. I'm most definitely the biggest food reviewer coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and I stamp that, and that's something I stand on, and I'm big on speaking things into existence. So that's most definitely how I approach anything I do in life, is try to be the best at what I do. Most definitely.
Listen, and I met you doing a food review in Charlotte, and I was like, hold on, Big Lo, hold on, he might be that dude. He came in there with the honest feedback. He came in there with the energy. He came in there and he gave the people what they needed to see, okay?
And shout out to Gouda's Loaded Kitchen, who has some of the most amazing loaded fries in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I stamped that. I certified that. And I've been at that spot, and they most definitely have some amazing food and some other items as well. Wings, cheesesteak, and other items.
Absolutely. And y'all know Goudas is my people. We all from the same place. His wife Shay and I grew up kind of grew up together. I used to babysit her, but it was kind of illegal. So don't y'all tell the people because I was too young. But those my people. So shout out to Goudas Loaded Kitchen. Their food is amazing. And Charlotte was desperately in need of it. So, and Big Lo, he ain't disappointed with that review. I promise.
No, most definitely. That food was amazing. And that's one thing that I stand on far as with my audience and how I build my audience is off of honesty. You know, they know I'm honest about my reviews. I'm not like none of these other food reviewers where they try to hype up certain places and say that they taste good. They don't even show you them eating the food. They just show you visuals. The visuals look good. It look tasty. Then people go to this restaurant and say, oh, well, it don't taste how it look. So I try to change that perspective when I do my reviews. And I taste the food in front of you and you get that honest, raw opinion live.
Because you can't fake a reaction. You eat something, you like...
If it's nasty, you're going, oh, nah, that ain't hitting. But if it's good, it's going to make you smile. It might make you dance. It might make you yell. You're going to get a natural, organic flow by doing that live review of it. You know what I mean?
I agree. So you've become one of the most talked about food reviewers coming out of Charlotte.
Yes.
What originally inspired you to start reviewing food?
What originally inspired me, and I talk about this all the time, is my mom.
Okay.
The thing that was going on was me and my wife, we would go to a lot of restaurants and we would visit a lot of restaurants. And I would come back and tell my mom about it. I would talk on the phone with my mom and I would tell her like, you know, this wasn't good or this was off the hook, this, that. And when I explained it to her, she was like, you know, you sound like you can review something. You're not camera shy. So she said, go ahead and jump on that camera, be yourself and share your vision with the world and see how they take it. So, you know, I give all that glory to my mama and glory to God, you know. Get them two together, you know, unstoppable.
That's what moms always know. Listen to your mother. After your Mother's Day just passed, so y'all better have gave her some good gifts too. Okay?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So you grew up on the west side of Charlotte in a single parent household. How did your upbringing shape your work ethic and personality today?
Well, as the youngest, everybody's gonna borrow something from you. They're gonna take something from you. You're gonna be the last to get it. You might get a hand-me-down, and that taught me how to make something out of nothing. You might get some old shoes from your brother, some old clothes, old hat, but you got to fix it up and wear it to school. So that started my hustle mentality. But also, when I was younger, coming up, another thing that created my hustle mentality in school, you know, I wanted to buy snacks, and you know, they had the slices of pizza and stuff for sale. So I would go in there. I had a computer at home, and I would make like mixtapes and CDs, you know, when they was doing the bootlegging thing. This was back in the day when they was doing the bootlegging on the CDs. So I would ask people, you know, what CD you listen to? Make the CD, go to school, sell it for $1, $2, $3, and hustle up. I hustled about $300-$400 just doing that. And this was in, you know, middle and high school, and just finding different ways to make money and make a way, because, you know, I didn't come up with no golden spoon in my mouth. So we had to figure things out coming up, me and my friends that I grew up with, and, you know, just my sister and brother as well. So we had to come up with things and be creative and make the best out of situations that people might not think is the best. You know what I mean? So that taught me, you know, to be humble, be grateful for the things I have. And that also taught me that you can make something out of nothing. So that's what I, you know, have my vision of.
You was out there hustling. Them kids was in school. Yeah, like, let me get my dollar up so I can get my CD.
Had to.
I love it. So the Charlotte food scene has really been evolving, I guess. What makes Charlotte unique when it comes to food culture?
Well, I think a lot of people are moving from a lot of different states and bringing their culture of food to Charlotte. So as a food reviewer, I am finna start moving around even more to going to state, but it's awesome to have all of these different cultures in one place where I don't have to move state to state right this second. You got somebody from Philly. You might have somebody from Chicago selling food. You got somebody from New York. You got somebody from New Jersey. You got somebody from Delaware. Miami, it's a guy that came, you know, they, especially the food people that travel, the food vendors that travel, they travel through Charlotte. You know what I mean? So when they come through, I check them out, give my honest opinion of them. So that makes it unique that Charlotte is a bigger city that attracts these people. Because, you know, if you're in a small town, ain't nobody coming there selling no food. So when you're in a bigger city, like Charlotte, North Carolina, they come through and they most definitely gonna get tried by a big load of food review. If I know about it, I'm gonna pop up on the scene and I'm gonna see what the business is.
Okay.
And that's my slogan. See what the business is and see what's going on and let you know if it's a hit or a miss.
So this ain't even on my question. So I got, and it might be, I don't know. I'm asking off the cuff right now. So when you do a review and the food is not good, how do you even like give that review to them? Like, do people take it well? Like, do you get backlash from it?
I'll be honest about it, but I'm not trying. The thing is, I'm honest, but I try not to bash no company.
Okay.
So if the food ain't really up to par, I don't even post it. I'm not gonna post bashing nobody.
Okay.
But because I don't, at the end of the day, it's authentic and it's raw and it's honest, but I just ain't gonna post it. And I tell, I might go to the owner or one and be like, man, y'all need to work on this. But if it's not as good, I'm gonna still post it. But I ain't trying to bash nobody out because I don't want to be the cause of tearing down no business. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody have to work on something. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
So by me knowing that y'all can work on this, can you take criticism? You need to work on this, work on that. And then the next time I might come, it might be a little better. Now I have the reviews where I be like, oh, this ain't really it. This is a no-go, but this other item was good. So, I done did reviews where I kind of, I done had good food and bad food. So I kind of be honest about that, but it's about taking criticism when it comes to that. So
yeah, because I asked because there was there's a food reviewer that came to Charlotte a couple years ago, and a guy had a restaurant out here, and people was terrified that he was coming to the restaurant.
Probably Mr. Chime Time.
No, it wasn't him
because he bashed a lot of
people. he does.
You can't. I mean, people build a platform off of that. So like you can have your platform built off bashing people. You can have your platform built off saying good things about people, but I'm not tearing down the next person. Like, it's good to be honest, but I'm gonna go to them people and be like, y'all need to do a little switcheroo and let me review y'all again. Now it's good. Now him posting that, he being honest. But what I notice about online, a lot of people blow up off negativity. Oh yeah. And it be bad that it's that way. And that's not the avenue I'm gonna take. I'm gonna blow up regardless, but it ain't gonna be off of being negative.
Yep.
People might be negative with me. I'm gonna fan them off, but I'm not gonna be negative. The best, I don't need to knock down the next person to step over them to get to the top. Right. I got another way to get to the top, and I'm gonna do it the right way. And that's just how I look at that and approach that.
Yeah. And I agree with that because that's how negativity always sells. That's what news, that's what anything. So that's how the internet is. They thrive off of it. If it's something salacious, they're gonna run with it. But I was trying to tell the guy, like, sometimes you gotta take some criticism because I felt like he needed the review. I felt like he needed to hear some feedback because he really was resistant to that's
feedback. Different. And that's another little thing that's in the pot. If they resistant and they're talking junk, go ahead and post it. I tried to tell you, because see, if I post you on the side and say, and you telling me go on somewhere, ain't trying to hear, okay, well, I'm gonna let the people see it then. So that's a different approach. But some people don't do that. They just post it bad. Because I done seen reviewers that blow up and all they do, every review they talk about is the food bad. Right. Everybody not bad, bro. Right. They say everybody, this trash. If it ain't their mama making it, or their cousin making it down the street, or their grandma cooked it yesterday, it's bad. So I try to be honest about that. Some people, I'm gonna get up on bashing because there's so many, like I said, so many avenues of people blowing up off of that, holding people down and talking. It's people that come for your neck out of nowhere. You can be doing the best thing in life. They gonna find a little crevice or something. Your coat was crooked on that video. You ain't right because your coat was crooked. We're gonna have to counsel her. Yep. You see what I'm saying? So people are so nitpicky. Is it the way that they doing it now? Some people. I'm not gonna put everybody in that basket. It's not 100% people, so I don't care for that. It's just honesty with me is the best way. But if that's somebody being honest on the review and they try to talk to the owner, that's cool because I done had some bad experiences. You know what I mean, with doing food reviews as far as meeting owners and the employees don't be on point. And I got invited to this place and I get it and nobody know what's going on. So it'd be a little confusion with it, but some people come back and apologize and straighten their face. But then you have some people, and then that's when you got to get to the point where I'm gonna post it anyway. If you feel that way, we're just gonna feel this way and let the people speak for it. So that's just the honesty about it. Yeah,
I love it. Yep, just take and if you putting yourself out there, you have to be willing to take feedback. Yeah, regardless if it's good or bad, like you can learn something from the feedback. So everybody got room to improve. So you started your food journey only about a year and a half ago, but your growth has been explosive. What do you think helped your content connect with people so quickly?
Being down to earth, being honest, and even before I did food reviews, I knew a lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of people knew me in Charlotte, through other things, whether it was music or other avenues that I was on, or just being around, because I'm born and raised in Charlotte. So I knew a lot of people, whether they moved to Charlotte or was already in Charlotte, and just building that connection with my fans. And another thing that most definitely helped me out with building my brand is when people meet me.
Yep.
They'll see you online and think one way of you, but when people meet me in person, they say, "Oh man, you're a good dude. I like your personality. I'm gonna just support you out of rip. I don't care what you do."
Right.
And then everybody's phone I get, even if I get your phone or whoever else's phone, I'm gonna go to Instagram and hit follow on my page and hit like. So every person I meet, I make sure they know my Instagram, because that's my biggest platform right now. I make sure they know my YouTube, TikTok, every platform, and it's about building, because I'm telling you, when you leave a good stamp with people, they gonna tell the next person, "Oh, he a good dude, follow him." They gonna, and then word spread by word of mouth.
Yeah.
And then it just got out of control from there. And I had some, big people most definitely putting their name behind me. So I most definitely salute that, and met a lot of good business owners that put my name behind their business. Like, "Oh, he came in, he did his thing, he was cool, this, that, and the third. Check him out." So it's some big businesses out there. Shout out to Cuzzo Cuisine. They most definitely done, the chef behind Cuzzo Cuisine, he most definitely has helped me on my journey. Shout out to Bougie Soul Food. She had a food truck that was big and was popular at one point. I think she done kind of switched over and started doing something else, but she was most definitely helpful in my journey. Ronaldo's culinary experience, the culture, know the area. He has been with me from the beginning of the journey, and these are people, and there's more people than that as well. Christy, Creole Kitchen, I can name all night long, because it's a lot of people that kind of helped me on my journey and just gave me guidance and, kind of invited me to grand openings and things of that nature when they didn't have to. They didn't have to tell me to come. And when I meet them, I judge people off when you meet them, not what I see online or not what I hear about you. When I meet you as a person, how are you as a person? And a lot of people I met, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, they you can tell they got a good spirit about them, or they carry themselves in a good light." And those relationships of meeting people like that, that's how I built that bond. And I just want to shout a couple of them people out. There's more people at Gouda's Loaded Kitchen is most definitely, influential. That was my first guest appearance as a food reviewer. So I shout them out anytime I can, because they gave a black man a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could have went to any of these other reviewers and said, come and check us out, because there was other reviewers there, but they most definitely came and talked to me and got me out there. And I respect them, and they still support me to this day, whether it's online. Come check them out. So it's most definitely that home feel like your cousin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Feel like it's all love. So any place I come in contact with and there's love, we're gonna connect and we're gonna build off of this.
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm off. Building and motivation and dedication.
Absolutely. And you mentioned something I think has become a lost art. Being in the room, like physically being somewhere, getting off the internet, going in face to face with people and actually meeting them and feeling the energy and actually connecting that way, building an organic following, because people really have lost the art, and they want to pay for followers, or they want to tell somebody about it. But no, you need to go meet people and talk to them. I think that's a lost art.
That spread like wildfire. If you do it the right way. Now, if you rub people the wrong way, and I done seen this happen with people too, you rub people the wrong way, it's gonna fall like a ton of bricks. You done said something nasty. They tell other people that's in business that might have wanted to do business with you, "Nah, he ain't no good," or "She ain't no good." So that might mess up a business venture that you had coming up, or a business deal that might have been big or influential in your career. So you can't burn your bridges. You know what I mean? That's something my mom told me coming up. My grandma, you can't burn your bridges. You can't count your eggs for they hatch.
I know that's right.
It's most definitely.
I think that's a problem with a lot of people, like influencers who have big numbers. They take that outside, and it's like, nobody don't care about your numbers when we face to face. I need to see, do I even like you? I don't care how many people follow you. We need to see what this energy is like, and if I actually want to be in business or collaboration with you, because community is very important, and we need to really get back to that. Back to the basics.
That, most definitely.
So, your reviews feel authentic, entertaining, and honest. How important has authenticity been to building your brand online?
That's been major. Me being myself is what separate me from the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody's gonna be like Big Low. Nobody's gonna talk like Big Low. Nobody's gonna react like Big Low. So by me being myself, that's gonna separate me from the rest anyway. I try to be funny, but that's natural. So when it come natural, and I was talking to a guy about this earlier, when it come natural, you don't get shaken up or stirred any way you be you, because you're not putting on you giving authenticity. So you being authentic with people, and that has been influential in building my brand as well too. So.
Yeah, I agree. People want to see real and relatable. Like, how, if I was to eat that food, how would I react? And when you get the yelling or run, like you do something, you like, that's exactly how I be when that food tastes good. So they just want to be able to relate to you.
And just talk to that camera, that mic, like I'm your cousin at the house, and we talking about food and see. And like I say, let's see what the business is. We're gonna see what it is together. Because I'm gonna tell you my opinion. Now, is my taste buds like 100 people taste buds out here? No. But I know I got a lot of people, even coming up, when I done tasted food, we kind of look at each other. Nah, that ain't it. And I done did that so much times in my life. I say, oh, well, people can kind of relate to my taste buds a little bit, because I done been around so many people, and we had that same idea and opinion. Right. Oh, this kind of burnt. Oh, they cook this a little, it's a little dry. Oh, this needs some sauce on it. Oh, a little ranch will help this out. So just those little aspects of life just kind of helped me with journey, and everything I feel like happened for a reason. So every step I feel like that I took in life led me up to the journey that I'm on now. And I needed to go through that, whether that was bad or that was good. You got to just take it as a lesson, a blessing. You do it for a season or for a reason. You know what I mean? So that's something I most definitely stand on.
Right.
Everything I do in life.
Absolutely. So a lot of creators chase viral moments, but not everyone can sustain the attention. What have you learned about building a brand beyond just going viral?
But beyond just going viral, it's about building relationships and changing people's lives and helping small. My main focus, and I most definitely have to say this, period, is helping these smaller businesses bring attention to them, changing lives, putting smiles on people's faces, meeting people, and making a difference with their business. I get enjoyment out of that more than I would get enjoyment out of making money or going viral or any of these things. Now, me going viral will kind of help that, go in that direction, but helping these brands out where they can't afford, these commercials, like McDonald's. They can't afford these commercials like Burger King and these bigger companies, which I review them places too. Don't get it twisted, but that's not my focus. My focus is helping these smaller businesses to shed a little light that listen, I don't charge nobody to come do no review. They might, let's say, oh, we're going to supply your food for the review, and you post it. So it's like, you get this and then you get this. But as far as like some of these reviews, they charge money. I don't really go at the aim because it ain't about the money for me. And that's how you won't truly be successful in life, when it's not about the money.
There you go.
When it's about being genuine, being honest, the money going to come. That's something I learned in life. The money gonna come regardless. If you're honest and genuine and you're genuinely helping people, the money gonna come. You can't be dwelling on money, then you money hungry. So because when you lose the money, then you're gonna crumble. But if your whole thing of going ain't about money, whether you got it or not, and like I told you, I came from humble beginnings. I didn't have money before. So I know how to live without money. I know how to live with a little bit of money. I know how to live with a little something. I ain't never been filthy rich, but at the same time, each of those have taught me lessons in life, and I needed to learn those lessons because it teach you to learn how to maneuver without money and how to make life. Life is life. It ain't about the money. I'm just telling some people it is. You got some scam bammers out here that's about their money. It's little situations going on right now in the news about people that's just money hungry. But that's why I try to separate myself and be different from other people, because to me, it's not about the money. It's about the vision. It's about changing lives. It's about motivating other kids to get off their butt, do good in school, or do whatever. Because, Big Low, he came from nothing. He made himself somebody, so I can do it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's about motivating and just, putting that in somebody to get up off their couch or do whatever they were doing. It start one day at a time. You can start when you're 40 or 50 years old. It don't matter about age. It's about your journey. Everybody's journey different. I know some actors that I have seen that started acting when they was 50 and blew up. And some of the biggest actors today.
For sure.
So everybody's journey started the timing, and timing is always going to be perfect. Perfect time. You got to let it naturally happen, though. You can't force it.
Absolutely. And like you said, there are so many people out here that's just chasing that dollar. And that's why they rise fast and fall fast. So you can tell the genuine people because they're sustainable. They stay around, and people just want to see them. They crave that energy because it's just real. And it's hard to come upon real nowadays.
Yeah, because everything is so the internet that made everything so like fake.
Yeah.
And you don't know. That's why I even tell my daughter to this day, you can't watch everything. And I'm sure a lot of parents are saying this to their kids, and saying this to the youth. The teachers probably telling the kids, you can't watch everything on the internet and just expect that out of life. Because you know what that'll do? That'll have you sitting around somewhere depressed. Oh, he got $1 million. He's the same age as me, and I don't got $1 million. Man, he might not even have $1 million. It might be fake money.
You just saying
it. Might be that might be a dude behind the money. He holding his money on camera and make it look good because it's entertainment. But some kids' brain ain't developed enough to understand that. So that's another thing is with dealing with the youth, trying to teach them. Because I like talking to the youth, anybody I can meet, telling them, I don't know every way possible, but I know some ways that can guide you in that right direction. Right. So it's most definitely important to implement that to younger people too, because that's who coming behind us. Yeah. And if they lost and we get older, then we gonna be lost because the older you get, you kind of lose a little something. Then you got the people come behind you. If you ain't teach them or guide them the right direction, what we headed to?
Exactly. I agree.
That's just being honest about it. So
yeah, and we need more big loads out there. Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm on the 101 though, but it might be you got some motivational speakers out there though. Shout out to them, and there's people that's in high positions now. There's most definitely giving back to the community and helping the youth out. And I most definitely see people around. So I ain't gonna say it don't exist.
Right.
It's far in between, but most definitely there's people out there, and shout out to them.
Yeah, and they probably have their credentials too. I'm sorry. That was messy. Okay.
A little jab. I don't mind.
So what's been the biggest adjustment from being a regular guy reviewing food to becoming a recognizable public figure in Charlotte reviewing food?
Something I had to get used to. Regular guy, you go to the store and move around. I ain't crazy superstar status right now, but most definitely when I go in the stores and stuff, I had to get used to the looks. People be staring at you. You be like, what is he looking at? But then you got to think in your back of mind, I do. Right. And then, because you have some people that look and don't say nothing, but then you have some people that, approach you. Oh, yeah, I watch your videos. Man, I tried that place you told me to check out. And then you be like, oh, yeah, it ain't nothing crazy going on. Ain't no stalker, nothing going on, this, that, and the third. But then you have people approach you and say, oh, watch your videos, this, that, and the third. And that, kind of bring joy with you. You be like, oh, yeah, I'm making a change in some people's lives. They checking out places. They say, oh, they was good. Then you have some people I tried. It was all right. you hyped it up a little bit, different taste buds. But that's something I had to adjust to. A couple people, asked for pictures. So I had to adjust to that. Because, when you just live in a day-to-day life, you kind of just move in and you have your privacy. Right. But I know, and this is something that I have just, learned going through it and do before, is when you gain the fame, you lose the fame go up, the privacy go down. You get less and less privacy. Yeah. So that's something that comes along with it. And I know that. So by me consciously knowing that, I don't never be nasty with nobody when they approach me. So that's something I most definitely had to adjust to, is people approaching me. People want to talk. People had these game plans. They want to say this, that, and the third. Man, you should hit these 5 spots. And then what be crazy sometimes is people haven't seen all my reviews. I be like, I already reviewed them places you talking about, but things like that happen. That's why I have to tell them, man, go check out that video. Or I'd be like, well, dang, I might have to double back and go check that place out since they saying it. So just getting ideas. Everybody you meet gonna say a restaurant. Absolutely. Go to my aunt Josie down the corner, and she's selling hot plates out the back door of her house. Go check out. Tell her I sent you. And you be like, well, I don't know where a house at or nothing. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go down there. Yeah, listen. I'll go anywhere and try some food, but it get most definitely get a little crazy. So I'm just learning that with the game. You know what I'm saying? But I take in everything. Okay. And I most definitely adapt to my environment. That's another thing from coming up. You adapt to your environment. I learned this is how things go. It's gonna get bigger with meeting business owners and this, that, and the third. So just that change in your life, and that's a big change. People might not know because they don't go through it, but I know because I'm going through it. And I'm fine with it. Listen, I'm gonna take it on the chest, and we still rising to the top and gonna get bigger and bigger each and every day. Right. Most definitely.
So how do you, because you just mentioned something, so how do you decide like which restaurant you're going to review?
It's a lot of different scenarios in that. First of all, I pay attention to some other people online might try a restaurant and they show it like I was telling. They show they'll taste it, and I say, well, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna taste it. Mm-hmm. And I be like the normal person. I'm gonna go in here, see what the business is. If it ain't it, man, you lied about that. But I ain't gonna put their name out, but I'm gonna go try it out and see what's going on. And it's just implementing those different things and just trying to figure it out. So also, we're trying to figure out restaurants. I might see a flyer, and it's word of mouth as well. People might come and tell me, like, this spot busting, man. I go here every Friday, this, that, and the third. And then I might be at another restaurant. It might be an owner. Check them out. They do good too. So it's owners that shout other businesses out as well.
That's dope.
And one thing that I love to do is these festivals. Not all not the real big festivals. I go to smaller festivals too that might be about 7 food trucks. Okay. And I try every food truck. So that give it diversity. You trying different, cultures and different type of foods. And you can just, look at different things and say, oh, I'm trying this type. This might be some Thai food. This might be Japanese food. There's some soul food we got right here. There's some bando food. Just all different type of foods at them festivals is what I love to do. So that kind of gives me a game plan. I'm gonna go in here and I'm trying 7 different places. So that's diversity without me, because gas high right now. And some of these places be telling me, oh yeah, we out here, they about an hour and a half away.
See?
But that's a part of the game. Got to get in the game, put my helmet on, get in the game. I'm gonna drive on out. We're gonna handle this business. That's why I tell my wife all the time, let's go handle this business. It's you got to approach with this content creation, being a content creator. This is a business. I don't care how some people don't put no respect on it.
It is.
That don't know about it. But people that know about it put respect on it, whether you're a streamer, a YouTuber, a TikToker, Instagrammer, Facebooker. This is a way of life. Some people think that, oh, you just doing as a no. You, in order to be successful in this, especially successful as I have been, you have to put your heart in it. You got to put your mind in it. You got to give it all, because and you got to be authentic with it. You got to give it your all. If you don't give it your all, that's why some people still be sitting down at the bar, because they ain't going hard, but then they looking at you like, well, how you get like, well, listen, you ain't doing what I'm doing. Some people people don't wrote me online. What's the sauce? How you do this, that, and the third? And then I go check out their page and be like, man, you posting one time a month. Man, you got to post every day.
Yeah, they ain't willing to put the work in.
You ain't willing to put the work in, but you want the results. Yeah. And that's what the younger generation is having an issue with. Some of the kids, they expect you to give everything to them. Yep. When we came up, we had to work. Listen, I had to go when I was young. I had to go cut grass. If I wanted to, eat somewhere nice or something like that, let me go cut some grass. Or you might want some clothes. Our parents didn't have it. Well, my parents, I can't speak on everybody's parents. My parents wasn't filthy rich, and my mom was single. Yeah. So she doing 3 kids, a single mom. That's hard for anybody. So I respect any woman that's doing it on their own. Yeah. That you get a salute to me, because I done seen it firsthand in the household growing up with it. It ain't easy. That's why I don't respect deadbeat dads either. If you got kids out here, handle your business. If you don't got a good relationship, we ain't gonna go all the way crazy into it. But if you don't have a good relationship with the baby mama or your ex or whatever, be in that child's life and make sure you handle what you got to handle regardless of that business.
That's it.
Because that affects, because I can say that because my father wasn't in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't know the trial tribulations he went through, but still, I don't make excuses with my children's life. Ain't no excuse.
Ain't none.
Whether me and my wife on the best of terms, I'm gonna be in their life, and we're gonna push through and make this happen. We're gonna make it work.
There you go.
We're gonna most definitely handle that business. So that's something I stand on too, as being a family man and just handling business. My friends around me too, if they ain't doing right, man, you ain't doing right, bro.
Come on now.
Some people here, some people don't. But man, you need to go and just make amends with her or whatever. Yeah. Because it's affecting that child. Yep. So, we talk about food reviews.
Well, I'm glad you said it.
Crazy.
Because Mother's Day just passed, so it's relevant. And I'm glad you said it.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. It's salute the mothers, especially the single moms out here, that's doing their own with multiple kids. One kid is a lot. But when it's 2, 3, and you got 4 and 5, somebody might get neglected.
Listen, did you eat? I'm sorry, I forgot. Come on, baby.
And then when they get older, the hands out. Mama, let me get this. Daddy, can I get this? Oh man, it's everywhere. So it's all about the grind, and you want just to instill in them. You're gonna get a job as soon as you can work. Yeah. And I'm gonna show you how to pay some bills and show you where the hard work started. So that's something I implement too in my daily life that I want to tell the other people, whether it's me and kids or whatever. When you get older, you have kids, you better dang on handle your business if you're ready to lay down. So
I'm just glad you said that, because I get so frustrated every day on the internet hearing the bashing of men and women, especially in the Black community. Like, why are we so hard on each other? Like, it's so like, okay, she got kids. All right, it's here. They here. If that's not your cup of tea, don't date her. Like, it's okay.
And what make it bad sometimes is men and women. They, not everybody, but some of like the younger people, they kind of make it hard on themselves when you out here, doing the most and you selling it, you know what I mean? And this, that, and the third, how you gonna expect to get some respect from that? You feel what I'm saying? The men too, because it ain't just women. That ball go down both sides.
Yeah,
it's men and women. It's men out here. Oh, I'm just around for this tax money. And then I'm rolling. Man, ain't none of that the way it's gonna come to the light and everything gonna come full circle. It's gonna come back on you. I'm just saying. So I speak for everybody. Yeah, me and my wife talk about this all the time about like the things that go on. You had these girls that's was it video vixens or Instagram models. Now I ain't gonna say all of them. You know, I ain't trying to be controversial, but some of them don't even be having respect for themselves. Like you online and you got to you looking crazy, you running around naked, and then you trying to come on the other side. Well, I want you to respect me, but then you telling the other dude, "Give me a we finna go in the room real quick." So it worked both ways. You gotta have respect for yourself. For somebody to respect you, most definitely.
And that comes from a lack of guidance. Most of the time, there's a fatherless home. So girls don't have a dad to guide them. They don't even know what the barometer or the standard is. So they just out there searching and reaching and just looking for validation somewhere. Because I can't, like, I mean, I was a young girl, so I understood what it was like yearning for that attention. I wasn't like butt naked or nothing like that, but well, maybe, I don't know. But
everybody got a past.
It's just like you really. I think one thing that a lot of the guys online, I'm gonna just say the podcast heads, the men, the red pill community, the way that they down talk women in a way as if they're not human, that's what the problem I have. Like, you can have a preference, you can have, you could tell people that they need to be held accountable for how they're presenting themselves, but to like outright just bash them like they're just nobody I have a problem with that. And women too. Don't be sitting there talking about all these men ain't shit and all that. Like, no, maybe it's the ones that you dealing with,
and it's the choices you make. Because listen, some women choose the same man back to back to back, but you expecting different results.
Yeah, because she's not healed. She don't know how to not pick that. She's attracting
and you just got a relationship 2 hours ago. You done jumped in something 2 hours later. And you got men and women, let me clarify that. I'm talking about both sexes. You got to give yourself time to heal. You got to give yourself a break. And that goes from even relationships to jobs, to going to, to anything in life. You might leave a job bad. Give yourself a break, a week or so to heal, a couple of days. Give yourself a heal. Might take a vacation. Let's recharge and start over. And then once you do that, now you jump back in the game. Just don't jump out of one thing right into the next thing, because you might carry over a little bit of baggage.
Oh, you are.
And then some people bags a little heavy.
Oh, heavy.
So
my bags,
but
listen,
that's just my perspective about those.
And they
things.
need to get out of those echo chambers. Get from around people that's talking like you, because that's why you're stuck in that never-ending cycle. Because you're listening to people who agree with you and they're not challenging you. So that's for the young girls, for me, because I could only talk to women. I'll leave the men to the men. But ladies, please do better with your choices and giving yourself more options. Like, not putting yourself in such a cage to where you're held to this one level that you can't get out of it. And then
men too. Listen, you've been around the same guys. Listen, let me sit down and talk to you. You've been around the same guys that ain't got nothing going on with their life. They not in the right position. And like they said, it's that crab in the barrel. Soon as you try to get out, you got to be around different people, because if you're around the same people, they're gonna try to pull you right back down with them. You're gonna be trying to do something different, like, oh, that's corny, man. That ain't about nothing, because they're not doing it.
Right. Jealousy.
I don't hang around a lot of people now, and that's just how it works in life sometimes. Sometimes you got to be on that journey solo to figure out your purpose. And once you find your purpose and get things together, then we can work as a group and we can, kumbaya and do whatever we got to do. But far as the essence of it, man, you have to build yourself and put yourself around people that's in a position you want to be in, a position you're trying to get to, or that's giving you some type of knowledge. Not just, and I don't smoke, but just people that sit around, I'm just around, I'm finna smoke a blunt. What is you getting out of this purpose? You know what I'm saying? The same thing for women. It goes both hand in hand.
Oh yeah.
So you got to have yourself around people that want to build and motivate each other, not just, oh, we doing this again tomorrow. We're going to be at the club next weekend. We're going to go to the club the weekend. We're going to do this for a year straight and ain't achieved nothing. So you got to try to be around people that want to achieve something in life and trying to make this happen. They can motivate you to get in that right position. So
absolutely. And get around people that you aspire to be like.
Exactly.
Okay, so what is one misconception that people have about content creators and food reviewers that you wish more people understood?
The misconception is the work that's put in. People don't understand the work. People think that you just go do this review and it's over. Nah, I gotta go home. I gotta edit, and that works with anybody in the entertainment industry. Gotta go home. That's doing it on their own. Now, if you got a business, that's a little easier, but far as they think content creators, when them cameras cut off, it's just over. No, it's about editing. It's about getting, working these social medias. That's a full-time job trying to keep up with TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, uploading videos. And on each platform, you have to edit a video in different ways. So that's a full-time job. And listen, I done been up and I done talked to other content creators about this. You be up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning editing videos. And then when everybody just not, getting up there, had they rest, you just not going to sleep. And then you might have to get up at 2, 3 hours, don't have no kids. Then you got to get up and handle the kids. Then you go from that. Then you got to have your peace of mind and you do something for yourself too. So that's a big misconception that people think this internet stuff is easy because people try to make it look easy. That's the whole thing with entertainment, to make it look easy. Yeah. It's not easy by a stretch of the imagination. Like, this is hard work and dedication. That's why you have the select few that's up here and the other people down there, because they don't know the difference. And everybody not going to give you that sauce. You know what I mean? That sauce don't come in a jar. You got to get that from the people that's actually doing it. So that's a big misconception that I try to clarify with people when I talk to people about this content creation. You know what I mean?
Because people see the final product and they think that's it. They get to see the glitz and the glam. They don't get to see how it's made.
They know, like for example, you got to 100 episodes. Somebody might say, oh, that shit, and she made that look easy. You don't know all the nights I stayed up on episode 10 and episode 30, and I was sweating on episode 50, but I most definitely had to get in here and made it all the way to. So I congratulate you on making it to 100 episodes, even though we on 102 with Big Load of Food Review, and this is the big one. But making it to 100 episodes, that's a big accomplishment. So I don't even just look at men, I look at women too. Like, I look up to what you do.
Thank you.
So it don't be about just like, oh, it's a man or man. I look up to whoever doing something in life and making something happen in life. And I say that's a big accomplishment. I see the moves you making, and that make me want to make even better moves myself. So I'm not the type, I ain't never been no hater and be sitting back, whether it's male or female. He doing it. No, oh, that's a good idea. Let me try that. Oh, dang, she doing this, that, and the third. Let me try that. And that's what made me different from a lot of other people. They want to sit around and kind of debate and, oh man, this, that, and that. You ain't doing nothing. Or she making it look easy. He making it look easy. No, I talk to people. What you doing? Oh, I'm finna try to implement that and take criticism and ideas at the same time. So
there you go. And it's not about copying anybody. It's really being inspired and doing things smart. Like, don't recreate something if it's already out there. Like, watch what they're doing, see the people that you're influenced by, and you can see, okay, I can change this, I can alter that.
Do it your own way. Most definitely. Because there's a million food reviewers out here. For me to stand out from the bunch, I got to do something a little different. I got to approach it a different way. I got to most definitely be myself, because the thing is, like I tell people, when you being yourself, you're not copying nobody. You're being yourself.
You can't get the sauce. You got the sauce. It's you. You are.
You either born with it or you're not born with it. You know what I mean? You can't get lost in the sauce either, because you can't get lost in the sauce. But when you born with the sauce, when you around people, it might drip on their shoe, but they'll understand it. That's why I say you got to be born with this.
Absolutely.
It ain't just given to you. Now, some people pay for it though, but that's another story for another episode. You know what I mean?
So as your platform grows, how do you stay grounded and make sure you're building something meaningful and not just popular?
Because I'm gonna go back to, I know I'm building something meaningful because I have talked to business owners after I have been at their establishment and made changes in their lives, and that's how I know it's meaningful, because I see the smile on their face. So they say, oh, a lot of people come here and say they came based off your review. And they tell me, Big Low sent me here You know what I'm saying? Because I say at the end of my review, that's my main quote. Tell them Big Low sent you. At the main quote of every review I do it when I come back, and because I always come back and check in. Let me buy a little something. How everything been going? Or some people write me on Instagram or write me on different platforms to just say, I appreciate you coming. It made a difference. I most definitely have people coming in. So you made it. So just to have that little change, that little spark can, spark and do something and create something big. So just having that little spark and changing people's lives is like I say, that's something special to me. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear that feedback, I'm like, man, that's, and then people even watch my reviews, man. I didn't know what I was going to eat. I watched those reviews, I went there. Or they say, I went to your channel, I wanted a cheese steak. You said go to Western, and they was hitting, man. Now I go there every day. So you done made a change in that person's life. And just staying humble with it. So
absolutely. I'd be like, oh, he went there. Let me save that. I'm gonna go back. I got my little Charlotte spots to visit, save tab on Instagram, and I save my little stuff there.
And people get it twisted. This is something I should tell you earlier. People get it twisted too when they see me do food. You eating all this crazy food, man. I take a couple bites off of it, get my review, and then I put it to the side because I ain't gonna be teaching people to eat crazy every day either. The thing is, when I was doing a whole bunch of healthy reviews, people wasn't really grasping to it. It's crazy. They want to see the wings. They want to see the cheese steak. They want to see that burger with the grease and sauce dripping off it on your hand. They want to see the crazy stuff. So I try to give them a little bit of both, but I still slide those healthy reviews in there as well because I know it is a fan base, and it is people that want to see what a salad said.
Right.
But I went on a salad tour. I tried to find the best salads in Charlotte. People you had them select few that pay attention, but where the wings at? What a burger, the Philly cheesesteak. Man, who got the glizzies, the hot dogs? What they at? Who got the best this? This, that, and the third. What a fried chicken.
Folks ain't, they
ain't. And I be like, man, I don't want to lead people down this unhealthy journey at the same time. So I try to clarify that. I can't do it on every review, but when I do interviews and speak about it, I'm most definitely gonna clarify that I don't eat crazy every day.
Right.
Just because you see me on a review, I take a few bites or something, but I'm not eating that all day, every day long. I got all this greasy, crazy food. So that's something I tell people, like, slide a little salad, get some. And then I always tell people my reviews. I love the greens, green beans. You got to have some green with every meat. Green beans, you got the lettuce, you got the sweet peas, you got the spinach, you got the broccoli. There's so many things that you can try. Add a vegetable in there. It still can be just as good as well.
Y'all know me. I'm not even going. I'm going to let him have it because I already get on y'all, okay? I already get on y'all. We know what the Core Queen is all about. So eat your vegetables. Okay. So you've said that your goal is to become the biggest food reviewer and entrepreneur the world has ever seen. What does that level of success look like to you beyond followers and views?
Making a change in the world, like meeting people from other states and making changes in their lives, not just in my local area. So I know it starts in the local area, but and my vision is to make a lane with people that's like me that do food reviews. It's food reviewers out here that's most definitely doing big things in the world in general, especially the United States. But I just want to implement that and do it my way and come at a different angle and open that lane up for people that come behind me, that come from the same background I come from, or come from the same dynamic or how I was raised. And, I add a little hood, and I be honest, some of these food reviewers, they got a little too big, but that's what I try to do, something a little different, come at that angle so I can have the people behind me, you know what I'm saying, that open up that lane. And I know that can change things in the world. And just I want to meet restaurants in Cali, on the West Coast, Midwest, and that's most definitely going to turn me up a little bit. So, and what it looked like to me is seeing success is that I find success in changing people's lives. Like I told you, it ain't always about the money. You know what I'm saying? You do have to pay the bills though. Right. But it's not always about the money for me. When you see these changes in people's lives, that's priceless. No money can change that. Putting a smile on people's faces, putting a difference in their business where they're making money, and people are coming, and just putting a smile on people's faces when they watch my reviews, make them smile. Oh, he crazy, and doing this, that, and the third. Just bringing joy. That's real success to me. People might say, "Oh, be moving in a big house, nice car." Nah, that's gonna come. And you know what I'm saying? If you've been doing the right things in life, you're gonna kind of have seen that anyway.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is make change in people's lives, because that's priceless. And that's more than any amount of dollar you can have out here. So
Absolutely.
that's the real success for me, is changing more people's lives than I have already changed.
I could see you all overseas, like all over the world in different countries. Like they would love you.
I'm gonna be there too. I'm most definitely gonna be in London, Paris.
Somebody from North Carolina with this accent over there. That would be so good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? And the thing that is gonna be is when I am there, you're gonna be sent back. Like I remember when we was talking about that day about him going to different countries and meeting different people and bringing them that Charlotte, that Carolina feeling, because we don't have nobody that represents Charlotte for these food reviews on a big scale yet.
Right.
And I want to be the first to do that. And I'm going to work my hardest, work my butt off. I'm going to do the best I can be, and I'm going to take it one step at a time, and I'm going to get there.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't speak and say I might or I can. No, I'm going to get there. And that's just how I approach it in life. And that's how I'm approaching this situation with food reviews. And that's why I touch different people's lives when I meet them, because I speak everything into existence. That's just how my life is built off of, just speaking, but not just only speaking, but putting action behind it.
There you go.
Action behind those words and actually doing something. Because you know, a lot of people, oh yeah, I prayed for it. Yeah, you pray for it, but you also got to get up and do something as well. And that collaboration gonna make it happen. So I know that it was meant for me to be in the position I'm in and the position I'm going to be in. This journey and story has already been written. So can't nobody stop it. Can't nobody slow it down. People can try to get in the way, but I'm just going to go around you and keep moving forward. I don't feed into the negative things. I don't feed into the negativity. I just look at everything in a positive light, even when negative things happen.
Right.
I say, and I told my wife this the other day, I say, even a hater is a fan.
The biggest one.
Even when you have a hater, they still got to go to your page. They still have to write something. They still have to look at your video to have something to hate on. You're really a fan.
Yeah.
So I take them all. The haters, the lovers, however you gonna come at me, I take it all. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna take it and turn it. And some haters, I'm gonna turn into lovers. They're gonna end up loving me at the end of the day, because I'm gonna just keep throwing love at them. Regardless if you hate on me or not, I'm gonna be somebody, and you still gonna hate and say, "Oh, he keep going up. I'm hating, going up. Oh, I kind of like him a little bit. Oh, he the guy." So that's just how I approach life. And everybody can't do what I do or how I do it, but I'm going to most definitely set an example for the path that I take and the road and the journey that I'm on in my life right now. I'm just on a whole different level of thinking. And because I wasn't always thinking like this when I was younger, you know, you have a younger state of mind, but I've learned and seen things and build off of that and move forward with it. And that has most definitely made changes in my life to be the person who I am today. So like I told you, even failures, I don't look at them as failures. That was just a lesson I needed to learn, and I learned from it and move forward on it.
Period. Y'all better stop playing with Big Low, okay?
Fact on fact.
Big one, not the little one.
The biggest.
Okay, so I got 2 more questions for you, and I ask everybody on my show to come on the show, ask the same last 2 questions. First one, what is the best advice you've ever received?
The best advice I've received from a person, and I heard it a couple of times, don't give up. Keep pushing. Because that moment you give up could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. So I tell everybody the same thing. If you feel like, just like some content creators I watch, man, I only got 5 views, bro. So keep posting. Keep putting it out there. Keep going. Never give up. Because when you give up, man, that could have been your breakthrough the next day or the next week. So that's the best advice I got in life in general, not just with my food review journey. Since I was a child, never give up, keep pushing forward, and go in a positive direction.
There you go.
And you will never fail. That go for anybody.
Absolutely. And stop counting views. One of those views might be the one that you need to break through. It only take one.
Some people get so discouraged, and I just give them that motivation because somebody gave it to me, and I'm not going to be stingy. I'm going to get this out. So I get that to everybody that I feel like, oh, he a little down, man. Don't give up. Keep going. Somebody told me that. So, you know, you might look at, oh, he in his position because I didn't give up. You know, it's been time I had reviews at 5, 10 views. So I'm posting the next day. And I'm going to post the day after that.
Period. Keep going.
And the day after that. And keep going every day. My breakthrough coming. You know what I mean? So that's how I approach it.
There you go. And what's your real name? Is it Carlos?
Yeah, Carlos.
Okay.
I got a Spanish name.
I needed that.
My aunt named me. My real name is D Carlos, but she got my name from, and it's a crazy story. I ain't gonna go too deep. My mom told me this story, but my aunt, she got my name from a actor on I think soap opera. It's The Days of Our Lives. His name was
women always watching them soap operas.
This back in the day though.
Name that baby after her favorite character, who probably was messy as hell on the show.
Yeah, his name was I think it was De Carlos, because the way mine spelled is like De Carlos, but De Carlos.
Funny.
But she got my name from that. But you know, I made it my own, and it's a little different. I tell people go by Carlos because it's so more simpler. But my name is D Carlos.
D Carlos.
So
okay,
most definitely.
So what advice would you give 15-year-old De Carlos?
Same thing. Never give up. Keep pushing. The breakthrough gonna come for you. Better days gonna come for you. You know, I done had rainy days. I done had days in the slump. Nobody has walked through life, and I mean, it might be some people, but it's probably very slim that walk through life perfect with no dirt on their shoes.
Come on here.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's journey and steps that they take in life has got a little mud on their shoes, but you know what you can do? You can either clean them shoes off or you can put on some brand new shoes and keep stepping.
There you go.
So I would tell me at a younger age to keep moving forward and never give up.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people might say that, but I mean that comes from like my soul, my heart, and everything. Never give up. People might count you out. People might count you down, and that's what make winners. When people count you out. Because there have been times, you feel like you don't be having no support from nobody. And I hear this online all the time. I ain't gonna drag it along, but I hear this online all the time where people say, man, so many of my friends and family and my close friend don't even hit like on my post, but they're following my page.
Ooh,
they didn't hit that thumbs up. I seen where they watched it though. They didn't even leave a comment. It was points in my life. I was sending texts out every time I posted to everybody I know in my context. And it's about 100 people I send it to. I might get 10 likes.
Yep.
And they seen it because that message right there in the corner say seen. So, and then they see you, oh man, I've been checking you out, I support you. And then you be like, man, bro, I ain't even seen you hit like not once on my last 100 posts, but I kind of understand that in life, and I realize that people gonna be like that.
Yep.
So I don't let it hold me back or deter me from nothing I got going on. And I say that's a part of life, because you know what? When that one person that didn't hit like that I do know, it's gonna be 1,000 people I don't know that do hit like. And that's how my success been built now. The thousands of followers I got, the people that support me, is people I ain't never met a day in my life.
Period.
But I learned that's how life works sometimes. You got to take it how it comes.
There you go. Y'all heard it here first. Big Low, the international food reviewer.
The hottest in the city. Finna be the hottest in the Carolinas. Then gonna be the hottest in the planet. And I stamped that, certified that. You heard it on her show first. This is my first interview I ever done. So I'm appreciative of her having me on this show as well, on this podcast. I call it a show podcast.
Call it whatever you want. We here.
She got me on something magical. So, this is a stepping stone. This is a stepping stone in my career. And I'm most definitely appreciative of her and her platform for having me come and shed light so people kind of know the behind the scenes, know how I think, and this, that, and the third. Because a lot of people just know me from, that review, that last review, them little couple seconds clip or the video on there. And people need to know me, who I am as a person.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna definitely make that be known on any interview or anywhere I go and meet me in person. So just give people up close and feel with me without me having to go to each person's house and say, hey, I'm a Big Low and this is what I'm about. So I appreciate your platform as well.
Absolutely. And it was a pleasure having you on the show. From the time I met you and your wife, I knew it was like, oh, this family now, they good. He got to come on.
I'm gonna be at the cookout with a plate. Where the ribs, where the burgers and stuff at. I'm finna review something. Get me that fresh off the grill.
Who made the potato salad?
Ooh, that's one of my favorite movies. That's one of my. And listen, this is something that people don't know about me as well. I'm a big movie buff. Like I love movies. My wife tell you I got an AMC pass. We go to about every premiere of movies that's out, and I'm in all movies. I'm in action. I love action movies. I'm in the love movies, romantic, thrillers. My wife loves horror movies, but she got me into the horror thriller movies. She don't put me on Tubi.
Oh Lord!
So I've been watching Tubi. I've been watching Tubi, and hopefully in the future with some acting gigs, I can get on Tubi. I'll be picturing myself on there.
I got
being
you.
in one of them crazy
We'll
movies.
talk after. I'm your movie.
Tubi,
I'm
they
your
got
movie
some
girl.
wild movies.
I can get you in the movie. That's easy.
Listen, thank you.
Well, I appreciate you. So let the people know how they can follow you. If you got anything you want to announce or anything like this, let them know how they can get a hold of you.
Okay, you can get a hold of me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, any social media platform. You're going to type in Big Low, the food reviewer, and I'll pop straight up on any platform. You can even Google me, and I'll have all my accolades. Let me get that right. Have everything that been established in my career. And you can find me through that way. And if you got something you want to ask me, just type it in the messages. You know what I mean? And I'm most definitely write you back, whether it's words of encouragement. And this go to all the businesses out there, anywhere in the Carolinas or anywhere. I got some reviews coming up in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
I'm finna be hitting the scene down. I'm finna be moving around in South Carolina. I'm coming. I did a couple reviews. Diverse Flavors down here. He's doing his thing. You need to check him out. But yeah, so any future business inquiry that you have for me, you want me to come and turn your business up, just contact me on the main thing to get in contact with me is on Instagram.
Okay.
Write me on Instagram. I'll contact you probably that same day and we can work something out. I can come check out your business and give you my honest opinion about it. Try to build your brand and we can work together moving future. And just anybody want to interview me or anything else, just hit me on the Instagram. It ain't hard to contact me. You can she'll vouch for that. As soon as you write me, whether it's 2:00 in the morning, 5, I'm gonna write you right back and let you know what the business is. So
there you
can contact me on all platforms with that.
Look, y'all make sure y'all follow Big Low, the food reviewer. He is doing it big out here in Charlotte, the Carolinas. He is about to be untouchable, okay? So y'all better get him now because he about to be booked and busy and in these streets and making sure we get the best reviews for the best food and making sure these businesses are getting this free marketing because that's huge for small businesses. If you don't know, it is a big budget for marketing. And if you don't have it, having somebody like Big Low, the food reviewer, is priceless. So y'all make sure y'all follow him. And y'all know who I am. I'm Didi Leggett, aka the Core Queen. And this is episode 102 of the Core Queen Chat. And y'all know what I did, right? Y'all know what I did. I wrote a book. It's called Breaking the Cycle of Childhood Trauma. I need y'all to go get my book. It is out now, of course, on my website, thecorequeen.com/book, or you can get it on Amazon. But y'all know I would rather y'all get it from my website because Amazon pays me nothing. They pay me dust.
Scan that QR code, y'all. See, scan that.
And I have a big announcement that dropped on Sunday for Mother's Day. I just released the audiobook version where I am actually reading the book. So you can get it on any audio, wherever you download your audiobooks. It's in 46 stores right now, y'all. 46 stores all over the audio world. So y'all can go and hear me reading this book. That was probably the hardest part of this book was doing the audio version. So make sure y'all grab it, download it, tell your people about it. Get my book. And y'all won't have to worry about no credentials, okay? I wrote a book. Anyway, and y'all know what I got coming up. August 15th. It's my 4th annual back to school bash in my hometown of Bristol, Pennsylvania. If you go to the my website, or you can email, or you can text, or you can cash out, whatever you want to do. I need donations, I need volunteers, and I need sponsors. Every year we get out there and we support these kids in my hometown because I want them to know that you can make it out. You don't have to stay stuck, and I'm going to give back as long as I can. Yes, I'll have the horses out there for the kids to ride like I do every year. They'll have the bouncy house. We got some great entertainment this year for the kids. So it's going to be a even bigger, huge event this year than it has been in the past. So make sure you come out if you're in the Bristol area. It's right outside of Philadelphia. If you want to come up and support, let me know. We will be there from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. on August 15th. Back to school bash. And if you want to send school supplies directly, I have an Amazon wish list as well. Thank y'all in advance. It's always a huge success. The kids love it. And then y'all know how to follow me. Well, actually, hold on. I got one more announcement. I didn't put it up here because I don't have a flyer yet. But on the Core Queen Chat has officially been approved to be the official media at the 30th annual American Black Film Festival in Miami from May 27th to May 31st. So we're looking forward to interviewing all of the Hollywood stars for all of the shows that you like to watch on TV and the movies and all of that. So we will be on the red carpet and at all the events at the ABFF in Miami. So I'm so excited about this. And I can't wait to share the interviews and the clips and all that stuff. So y'all stay tuned. End of May, I'll have it all out for y'all. So excited. And then y'all know how to follow me. Google the Core Queen, Didi Leggett. I'm all over the place to keep up with whatever I have going on because y'all know I be doing the most. And the most recent thing that I have coming up, so I got to shout out my team, Our Conic Entertainment. We will be filming starting Sunday. The 10-episode TV series is called The Last Stop, where I'm the lead actress in it. So I'm excited about this. Y'all pray for me because I don't know my lines. I got some work to do, but we'll be filming on Sunday, and I can't wait for y'all to see this film is coming out. We got a lot of films coming out. So shout out to my team, Iconic. We out here doing some major things, and they'll be with me in Miami too. So stay tuned. If you want to get in some films, hit your girl up. I'm the plug. Promise you, we on the screens, baby. Tubi, we coming. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we'll be back next week with episode 103. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, everything on YouTube. Let people know about this episode 102. The clips will be coming out tomorrow so y'all can share it with people and let folks know who Big Load of Food Reviewer is. He did an amazing job, y'all. We out. Bye.
I had one wish, I can be there to spend more time with you. If I had one wish, shopping bags, popping tags, do it all for you, yeah. If I had one wish, I can make all of your dreams come true, yeah. If I had one wish, you would never sleeping all alone, I won't leave you lonely. And baby, you know that I'm busy. I be ripping and run the streets, I'm trying to get it. Gotta take care of my children. Baby mama, they just be tripping, they don't get it. And I know it ain't like I put you last, but it ain't the case. I be so busy grinding, trying to make a way. I hope you can understand, just be patient, babe. Oh girl, go ahead and set the date, let me know just the time and place that you wanna just rearrange for, so we can reunite. You got me so excited, give you everything you wish for. I had one wish,